What's that?
The monster that attacked us in the desert dropped it.
Why did the monster drop a
I
feather?
didn't see
That
any
doesn't make any
feathers on that
sense.
thing.
Right?
That's one of Pharaoh's feathers.
Ooh, you'll have to let me know how Dragon Quest II is, Stalking. I didn't play the first one, but I've heard the second one is straight up better than the first. So I'm tempted.
But why would that monster have one of Pharaoh's feathers?
Man, there's so much we don't know.
Welcome back.
And just why was it up to me to go tromping off on a recon mission?
Because you're the only one that was awake?
If I'd gone, this sweet young lady would have been all alone with you. That's far too unsafe.
Unsafe? You can't possibly mean me.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I think I'm gonna gag.
Suppose I don't mind people thinking I'm dangerous. Adds to my mysterious charm.
Ha! No worries, Scoop. I appreciate the effort, man.
It seems we're in Jormungand. You know,
I know that
town from the diary on the ghost ship.
family-friendly streams on Twitch are a bit more rare, and most people aren't used to that, so I appreciate the effort, y'all.
Wait, this is Jormungand?
The town that needed the clear seal crystal to protect itself from monsters? It makes sense. They don't have a barrier here.
That must be why they were searching for a way to drive away the monsters.
But that was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and I find it strange that they were getting by at all without a barrier.
You're right.
Aye!
Ha! Yeah, they are next. It's been a struggle to try to find other family-friendly streamers to connect with, right? I only know of a handful, so medium rare. Now you're just making me hungry, Nex.
What if we were to show this case to one of the locals and ask them?
Yes, we might learn something about Pharaoh that way as well.
I agree.
The heartland town of Jormungand. You should eat more than Nex. I am pro-food. I am anti-diet. Basically, I'm a terrible influence. That's basically what that means. Also, can we look at our map and see where we are on our map? No. No, you can't. Got it. I'm afraid our village doesn't have anything particularly special to offer. Okay, child? That box. I feel as though I've seen it somewhere. I can't seem to recall where it was, though. Interesting. Are you people from somewhere else? Isn't it pretty here with all the blooming flowers? Thanks, Talking. I appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate you saying, like, why you like it, and that I can provide something that's you don't usually see, so that's cool. I appreciate that. Ah, okay, next. What do you mean I live in the food land? Is that a reference to our previous conversation about, like, portion sizes and stuff next? You've been on a ship for so long. Yes, what? No, bless you, what's that? Okay. That person was just very confused about everything. This town is currently facing a terrible crisis, the threat of a giant monster attack. Everyone says we can accomplish anything with the sage on our side, but is it alright to believe that? The sage? Who is the sage? Okay. You're a stranger. Cool, stranger danger. Good job, kid. Ooh, a kitty cat. Can we pet the kitty cat? No, can't pet the kitty cat. Door is tightly shut. It cannot be opened. Okay. Nuke-sized. I mean, that is our specialty. Oh. I don't know if I should be proud of that. My father died very suddenly, and I found myself governing this village, but it isn't going well at all. I don't know what I would do without the sage's help. Well, as the governor of the town, can you tell me where this sage is, then? The Colosseum, scene of countless bloody battles, is so thrilling. I want to die in that stone circle someday? That's my dream. Wild, isn't it? It's a shame the Colosseum is so far from here. Well, that's kind of dark. Okay. Ooh, brisket, yeah. I actually had some brisket over the weekend. It wasn't good brisket, though. It was really dry brisket. It was kind of sad. Here to tell you about synthesizing. No, I don't care about that right now. Well, you're just a general store, which, cool. I'll buy all the life bottles back for all of my money. Okay, so the last place I didn't talk to people yet was over here on the platform. I guess let's go that way. Not agree. Thank you so much for saving us. Oh, it's back to the parents. Okay, cool. Oh, is this the sage?
That box.
Do you know something about this box?
Launchy had it. Where did you get it?
On a ship called the Atherum, my lovely lady. Have you heard of it?
Of course. You know about the Atherum too?
I mean, we were kind of on that ship.
Yes. We happened to come across it on the ocean.
Did you see Launchy?
And Launchy would be...
Oh, Launchy is my love. I'm sorry to suddenly get so personal.
Your love. Damn.
You're hopeless. All that we saw was, the ship itself.
Oh, I see.
Could I ask your name?
Oh, my name is Uwethon.
That's the name that was in the diary we found on the Atherum.
Perhaps she's a descendant with the same name?
Or she's the same person.
Do you know about the clear seal crystal?
They say it has the power to drive back monsters. The sage said it was necessary to make a barrier around the town.
Who is the sage?
Is that what's in the box?
Yes, we came to deliver this box to you.
Lucid's mad about the chili? I skipped that comment, Simi, because I didn't understand it. I'm sorry. Kind of like I didn't comment on the nationwide representative and the steers and all that. Seems like y'all are having a good time. Completely over my head. So I just kind of went with it. Let y'all do your own thing.
I see.
Oh, that's interesting. I've had beanless chili. It's not bad.
Hey, is that the key?
Wait, Simi, you keep saying Foodlands like I should know what that is. Is that a brand or something?
Could I have the box?
Wow, is this the clear seal crystal?
Looks like it.
It's so sparkly and glittery.
DJ, you're
a
heading
treasure
out?
even more beautiful than
I
sea
hope that you
sparkles
have
blooming on the surface of the ocean.
a great evening, DJ. Hope to see you again tomorrow, if possible. I'd love to see you again, man. And as always, DJ, remember that you matter. I'll catch you next time.
So who's that sage you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, so next was doing the reference to US, like I thought, and the Simi was actually talking about a certain brand. Okay. Simi, I think... Honestly, I'm not huge into chili, but most of the chili that people I've like ate that like actually make here, that I guess you could call Texas chili, most of it I feel like has beans. If it's not bean based, then it's like what, ground beef based, right? And you're right, it is more like a sauce, like beanless chili would be used as like a hot dog sauce type thing for like chili cheese hot dogs. Yeah.
The sage is a great Critian who came to our town from across the desert.
A Critian?
Well, creating a barrier is basically creating a Blastia.
Blastia?
I'll have to go with you on that one then. I'm not really familiar with it, so yeah. I agree. If like you're just eating chili and it doesn't have beans in it, like you have like a bowl of chili and some crackers on the side, I feel like if it doesn't have beans, that would be missing a little something. So I'd agree with that being kind of weird.
But we can make Blastia with current technology, right?
There are people who do. You saw the Blastia at Emmead Hill in Cair Bakram. But I don't think that sage guy is the one who made those Blastia with messed up formulas.
I'm sorry. I don't really understand. But the sage said that the clear CL crystal was needed to create the barrier. So Longchi set out to look for it. It's been 3 years since he left.
3 years, huh? You must be worried.
Wait, this sounds weird.
Yeah, the stories don't match up.
Next, you would be correct.
You think she could have miscounted by 1,000 years?
At least for me, personally.
How old is she anyway?
The same thing could have happened 3 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, probably.
Yeah, I have no idea, Simi. Texas is massive. It might be like a northern Texas thing, because I've never really spent much time up in the Panhandle. Or it could be an East Texas thing, right? Like near like Lovelady and the Mississippi River and that kind of stuff. But I honestly, I have no idea.
They say that history repeats itself, but who really knows?
What do we think about people from New Jersey? I think they're fine, Simi.
Is
I
that
don't
sage
know.
in this town? Where does
Yeah.
he live?
I appreciate it, Nex.
Oh, yes. He lives in the house farthest into the town.
I think it might be faster if we went to talk to the sage.
Hey, who's the sage?
If you're going there, could you take the clear CL crystal to the sage for me?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Let's go talk to the sage. I think she mentioned the sage was in the center of town? I was talking with chat, so I wasn't really paying attention. Wait, so Scoop, I've never had barbecue that is like other regional places, right? Like Texas barbecue is very different from like Tennessee barbecue and that kind of thing, right? And I've never had barbecue from somewhere else before. Wait, is that Duke? It is Duke.
Hey, that's...
Duke's the sage?
Who exactly?
We've run into each other a couple times.
I'm pretty sure this guy is like from another world, like a higher plane of existence type of another world.
How have you come to this place?
What do you mean, how? We walked. As in, across the desert.
I see. And yet, how did you...
Possibly Scoop, yeah.
No matter.
Oh, that's interesting, Simi.
For
Okay.
what reason have you come?
We're a little curious about this.
Dry rub? Ooh, I'd probably like
This
that,
must have
Simi.
cost you dearly to obtain.
Not really, no.
Actually, it just sort of landed in our lap.
You're planning on making a barrier Blastia, aren't you?
Why are you saying that with that kind of tone?
You're free to go pretending you're a sage, but forget about making any Blastia. Who would even consider building a barrier Blastia with something that's so obviously not a core?
But it is a solid mass of air. It simply lacks an inscribed formula.
Lacks an inscribed formula? What do you mean?
They are most commonly known as apatheia, of which the clear CL crystal is one example.
So this is an apatheia?
That the treasure you've been looking for, old man?
Also, I am not the sage.
Wait, he's not? Who's the sage then? If it's not this dude.
No such being exists any longer.
That's a problem. We'll need to get that back from you in that case.
Neither I nor humanity have a need for such a thing.
That. Neither I nor humanity. He's setting himself apart from humanity, meaning this dude's not human. I don't know what he is, but he's something else entirely.
Whoa! What are you doing? Hold on a sec.
Next, he could be a dragon, sure. He'd be the dragon. Oh, Simi. Okay, so I don't really like pickled foods. I'm very picky. Get it? I'm very picky when it comes to food in general. Like, I don't really like a lot of vegetables. I don't like a lot of fruits. I don't like fish. Yeah, I'm just super picky. I don't like pickled things. I don't like spicy things. I don't really like sour things. Like, so I wish I was a foodie, but I'm not. Oh, look at that, his special sword.
It's the same phenomenon we saw at Cave Mock.
What happened to the crystal?
Just when I found one.
The apatheia bring only chaos to humanity. They are better off returned to air.
He broke it?
Turn to air? Is that really all you did just now?
It's still no reason to go smashing other people's things.
What kind of a person treats treasure so poorly?
Wasn't the clear CL crystal, the apatheia, needed to save this town from the monsters?
This town has no use for a barrier, and no need to be saved. This place has been granted everlasting calm.
Everlasting calm?
Come to mention it, it is pretty quiet here.
Not really, Simi. Like, bananas are okay. Grapes are okay. Apples that are covered in chocolate are okay. Strawberries covered in chocolate are okay. Banana pudding's really good. Yeah, you get the picture.
But still, there are monsters like Pharaoh nearby.
How do you know of Pharaoh?
I'd ask you the same thing. You seem to
Pretty
know about
much,
him
Scoop.
yourself.
Yeah. Okay, real talk, chat. Have y'all ever gone to a fair and got a piece of cheesecake on a stick dipped in chocolate? So it's an entire piece of cheesecake that they put on a stick, but a skewer through it, and they dipped the entire thing in chocolate. It was so good. So good. I'm sorry, Scoop. I'll stop talking about it.
Please, tell us what you know. Pharaoh referred to me as a poison.
I see.
You know something, don't you?
There is a being in this world who possesses a power the Endelikeia despise.
The Endelikeia?
You mean me?
This being is known as the Child of the Full Moon.
Child of the Full Moon. Like in the legend. By Endelikeia, you mean Pharaoh?
That is correct.
But what would the Endelikeia have against me? Against a Child of the Full Moon? What is this power the Child of the Full Moon possesses that they despise?
I'm gonna focus for a second, because the game's dropping a lot of lore on us.
That answer lies only within the hearts of the Endelikeia themselves.
Which means I've got no choice but to find Pharaoh and ask him myself.
Do not be foolish. Meeting Pharaoh would end only in the death of the Child of the Full Moon.
But... Estelle, give it a rest.
Hey, Reggae, Jaeger from Ruinsgate talked about the Endelikeia earlier, didn't he?
Something about them being the ancient race that built Nordopolica.
So Pharaoh built Nordopolica? That doesn't seem possible.
Take your leave. There's nothing more for you here.
Wait, there's something I want to ask you too. What were you doing at that Air Krene? Just who are you? What is that sword of yours?
Those matters exceed your comprehension. Do not ask of them again. Go. I have nothing more to say.
Where do you get off?
Rita.
Simi, I don't think that you're a weird American or anything. I just think you eat healthy.
Duke may have
and you
been
actually
the one that
take
saved
care
us
of
in
yourself.
the desert.
Right? So I just don't. Like, I've never tried fried ice cream. I've tried fried Oreos before. I didn't like them.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go and thank him.
Hold up. He doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
You don't think so?
Just a hunch. You said that child of the full moon he mentioned was the sister of brave Vesperia, right?
Yeah. Goddess who bathes this world in her golden light, you are named Child of the Full Moon. Your brother, brave Vesperia, watches over us from the skies. You remain bound to your mother, the Earth, and will shelter her with your unceasing protection.
Is there like a hidden meaning in there?
Right?
I'm not sure, but maybe it's more than just an old legend.
Remaining to protect the Earth, huh?
Could protecting the Earth have anything to do with ruling over this world?
You mean like becoming the Emperor? If Estella's the child of the full moon, that would add up.
Which means all the previous emperors would have been on Pharaoh's hit list.
I've never heard of anything like that.
This all sounds pretty complicated.
Yeah, I suppose it might be a bit too complicated for you, Patty.
Yeah, Scoop, I agree. That's the thing, like, it's cheaper and easier to eat fast food and eat unhealthy than it is to prepare anything or buy anything that's actually healthy.
It's too complicated for you too, old man.
Yeah, Simi, we have completely different diets. You just eat a lot more clean, it seems, than I do.
Rita can explain it to you later.
Me?
Shouldn't we be thinking more about what to do next?
I'm gonna stay here. There are things I've got to investigate.
Investigate?
Clear seal crystals, apatheia, all kinds of things. Honestly, I have a few bones to pick with Mr. Warm and Fuzzy over there. If you're all going back, we'll have to say our goodbyes here.
But...
Oh, that's too bad. I don't imagine the desert will be much fun on your own, but good luck.
Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere without crossing that desert.
Yeah, so Simi, my diet is like fried foods, sweets. I drink a Monster and a soda at least every day. Ice cream often. I have a bowl of chocolate downstairs. I had burgers for lunch, pizza for dinner. I had a fried hash brown thing for breakfast. I don't remember the last time I had a salad. And if I did have a salad, it probably had like fried chicken in the salad, right? And covered in ranch. So not really that healthy. Next, you're right. But we didn't stop talking about it. Sorry, Scoop.
We can afford to take a load off while she's checking things out, can't we?
Really, Scoop? You're gonna have to let me know how that is, bro. Because if that, like, is actually good and priced decently, that might be tempting.
I'm pretty interested in apatheia myself.
If we're going back into the
Sorry,
desert,
Sim.
we need to take time to prepare. We don't...
That's true. How about we leave tomorrow? Rita, one day should be enough, right?
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay then, we'll meet up near the...
Right. See you then.
That's not terrible. $10 a meal isn't terrible, especially for like a fresh, healthy meal that's already prepared for you and everything. That's not terrible. It's not. Here, let's save first, and then we'll try to stay tonight. Okay. Oh, that's really smart, Simi. Yeah, I don't usually do that, but that's smart. And all of the meals are microwave meals, Scoop? That sounds kind of cool. Okay. Oh, you do meal prep. Oh,
Glad
yeah,
you could
you're all kinds of adult and productive and together. I'm not on that level, Simi. I'm not on that level of adulting yet, so I gotta gain a few more levels.
You'll be heading back too, right?
Oh, are you really next? That's awesome. I don't really know how to cook, I'll be honest. I'm not really good at in the kitchen. I can make eggs.
Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength.
Like scrambled eggs? I'm really good at that.
We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
Really, Scoop? At 9:20 at night? Oh. I'm sorry, dude.
How about us? What's our plan after this?
Okay, Simi, next y'all cook and I'll judge it.
I'm headed for the Air Crane and the Weasand of Kados. But I am curious about the Entelikeia, too.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Belius.
I'd like to meet Belius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce. I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is.
Belius?
Yeah. Belius is the Duce of Palestrale, which governs Nordopolica. She's the most important person there.
You're friends with someone that amazing, Carol?
I mean, he's never met them, so no.
Huh? Friends? Well,
It's Nordopolica for me, too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those nights in Mantake. That's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Entelikeia hate the child of the full moon, which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Entelikeia, correct?
Yes?
I imagine Belius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelikeia and the Colosseum?
Possibly,
I do
okay.
remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelikeia of Nordopolica.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Weasand of Kados on the way to see Belius. Good enough?
True enough. All right then, Nordopolica it is.
right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
What about Patty?
If I remember correctly, there were some people in Nordopolica who didn't think too highly of Patty.
I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into any of them. As soon as I'm out in the open sea, everything will be okay.
Then, will you come with us?
Aye, that I will.
Okay, so Patty looks like she's basically a permanent party member now. Okay, cool. Okay, so we need to go back to Nordopolica.
Didn't Peleus only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
That's really cool, y'all. Next and Simi, how y'all are talking about like how y'all learned how to cook and the different ways and approaches y'all took to cooking, right? With one almost being trained a little bit, like formally, informally from friends who were trained, and the other person just